feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Oh, I can't spell. Okay, Culture Millennial Instagram. By the way, shout out to one of our people who we fuck with. How do I not follow him back? Here we go. Here we follow. Yo, so shout out to my boy Culture Millennials. You know, we fuck with them, and there's like a huge group of really independent media. Some might be blog pages, meme pages. Some of them are like, you know, Twitter, you know, repost pages. But you know, we have. I consider everybody new media, and I try to fuck with as many people as possible. They're one of our, I want to call them allies, so to speak. And they reposted this story I seen. And it said, Drake and Future resolve their issues, according to Elliot Wilson. And it says, all I could really say is they got on the phone and whatever seemed to be the issues, they seem to come to a place of resolving that. Metro not included. Where did this come from? Okay, now I think there's a longer video of it. There's a longer video of it where is it here? Okay, here we go.
Drake and Future gotten on the phone and they resolved their difference. Wait. Drake and Future.
What? Wait, is my audio or is it that clip? Is it my audio or is that clip? Oh, we got to talk about Meg as well. Oh, my God. Yo, if you're talking about bad timing, I can't wait to talk about the Meg thing. Let's see if we can get a better audio here. Here we go.
Drake and Future.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Gotten on the phone and they resolved their difference.
Wait.
Drake and Future.
What a time to be alive. We're back.
A good authority. Drake and Future have at least gotten on the phone and resolve their differences. So I don't know what that means. Obviously, we saw Young Thug. Young Thug from prison, incarcerated, put out the energy of, hey guys, let's get it back going. So I think that helped the energy when Future reposted it.
Yeah.
So I know they did. All I can really say is they got on the phone and whatever seemed to be the issues, they seem to come to a place of resolving that. Metro not included. There's no trust there still with Metro, but I do believe that Drake and Future are back on the same page. What the reveal will be, I don't know, but probably with the music, I would think, when it's time. Like, do we get a Drake party album? Does Drake come out with a single with Future? Does Future come out with Future? I didn't get another Future album, but he's crazy. He might do another album. You never know. So I think it comes back out through the music, but I think it's very interesting that, you know, the guy was part of this trust movement, trust you, still don't trust you. But, you know, obviously we know Drake and Future have so much history. Drake obviously was one saying he didn't really know. We never really met Drew. He got the likes of all the taps of all the V20. So it makes sense in some capacity. But yeah, all I know is that I can say with my chest, and people may deny it, but I heard very clearly that they got on the phone at least, and they're in a different place. Drake and Future. So
I love to hear that.
That was interesting. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. While I couldn't be on stream, right? I was trying to stay on stream, but I couldn't. I was in the streets with it. What I was actually doing, I was hitting up everybody and their mama. You know what I mean? Hey, nobody got longer reaches than Big Act. I wanted to hear how it went down, who facilitated it. Did Young Thug put this thing together from jail? Now, we know he's not released, but he did put it together from jail. We all know about the tweet that kind of came out randomly that was saying, yo, Drake, Future, Metro, we all brothers. Music ain't the same without us. We do know a lot of this dissension, and maybe you could see maybe a cultural uprising against, you know, I kind of really treat it like the election where I felt like people were trying to vote Drake out. That kind of came from, you know, and I always thought Future was so instrumental in that because Metro is just a producer, no matter how great he is as a producer and how powerful he does have some legit power there. Future is a voice and controls such a stronghold in hip hop that he's damn near culture. We all know Kendrick culture too, but Future culture, that's the streets. You get what I'm saying? And him being a part of an album, 2 albums necessarily that came out saying, we still don't trust you. To me, a lot of this doesn't start, and we probably don't get to the point of Drake and Kendrick squaring up if Future is not a part of this, right? Initially. So really, I was thinking, damn, all right, let's see how it goes. Now, I one thing I have been able to clarify, right? And I do want to say big shout out to my man Elliot Wilson. But with all due respect, I've spoken to extremely credible sources on both sides. And Drake and Future has not been on the phone. So, not too sure who gave Elliot Wilson the authority to say this. But from what I hear, that is not true. That is 100% cap. Now, I'm not going to say Elliot Wilson is contorting or misrepresenting facts, but whoever his source is, from what I've heard, whoever that source is ain't telling the right thing. So, again, I'm pretty sure he'll rock with his sources, but I think I rock with mine. Okay. And from what I've heard, that is not true. Again, only thing I call to confirm, multiple places on both sides. Did Future and Drake get on the phone to resolve shit? And the answer was categorically no, that conversation has not happened. So just letting you know that while this sounded great and that all the media outlets have reprinted it, it's the reason why Drake hasn't commented, Future hasn't commented, because it ain't true. Okay? So, doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. Doesn't mean that I don't personally want it to happen, and I think every fan does want it to happen. But from what I'm hearing at this moment, that reconciliation has not yet completely occurred. If it's going to occur. We don't even know if it's going to occur, right? The only thing I verified was there was no conversation that was had between Navadius Cash, or is that his name? Or Cash Wilburn at this point? And Aubrey Drake Graham. There was no on the phone conversation at all. So hopefully they get back together, man, because we still do need Watertown to be alive, but it ain't happened yet, man. It did not happen. Okay. So I wish today I was able to come in here with, like, because I was like, all right, I'm going to get all the details of how it happened, whatever. Maybe I could get some slight insight to directly what the issue is, but I am being told that that is just not true. That is just not true. So, I think Elliot probably has to go check his source and see what they say, but it ain't happened. It ain't happened, man. So we'll see. Now, granted, now let's get into a little bit of, and by the way, Elliot's a journalist, right? I just got him sources. And the sources know when they tell me it's going out. They know not to lie to me. The sources lie to me. The source ain't the source no more. Okay? You're just a liar lying to me. Anyway, but I confirmed on both sides. This ain't happened. What I will say is that he might not have a direct source. You see, he has on good authority. That might be the conversation that's happening in industry circles. Because, shit, I don't know directly from either party, but I have on good authority why supposedly the beef with Metro and Drake, or not beef, but like where they're like I apparently I've been told the actual disagreement they had, that they cut communications off. I don't know if that's true, and I'm still not gonna say, but that's hearing it from people who would know, or I believe would know, not hearing it from either party or direct subsidiaries of either party. So, it's like we're kind of playing telephone here a little bit. But, and also I promised them, I was like, yeah, I'm glad you gave me some insight on this, but I'm not here to put that out. At least a future, not a future, I mean, the Metro and Drake thing, allegedly, which I haven't said, which is good. But I heard that this Future and Drake reconciliation through a phone call has not occurred. Right? I don't know if there's anything more pertaining to that. I think that's what everyone was talking about, right? Drake, Future. Yeah, I see everybody printing it. Yeah, hearing that's just not true. And also, I have no idea, to be very fair, I have no idea if the issues with Drake and Future, I don't know what their issue is, by the way. I've heard what the issue is between Drake and Metro, and I don't know if it's if them doing an album together, dissing Drake damn near, is tied to a mutual issue. I don't know that. Only thing I know is that despite Complex and everybody else printing this, it ain't happen. Okay? Again. Yo, you know how it's funny? I'm going to tell you how it's funny, chat. Yo, back in the day, I remember when I was first to report that 6ix9ine got locked up. Nobody reported till TMZ reported. You know how many things I've reported first? Nobody. I watch how if anybody else says something, they just grab it. They be like, this is facts. These days, yeah, I keep telling y'all, man, I might just want to listen to Act a little bit more. Know what I mean? Might just want to. Feel me? I might just, I don't know, just a hunch. Just a hunch. All right, but anyway, at least fans celebrated for like a day. I was trying to let it linger too. I was I was gonna let it linger. Like, let me see how long people. Like, damn, niggas believe this hook line. I seen Drake fans salute. They were like, yo, yeah, everybody coming back around. And by the way, people are coming back around. I'm starting to see there's a warming up process. The best way to describe what's going on with Drake is like, I think niggas went against Drake, and it was almost like politics, right? So like, even fans that were like fans of both had to pick a side. Okay, cool. Kendrick is in whatever position he's in now, but it's not like Drake is like out of here. And because here's a reality, just to let y'all know, right? If you have a podcast, and I'm talking to every podcast, if you're on this microphone, if you are on Twitter and you're tweeting, talking, discussing hip hop, let me just tell you how it kind of works. You see, one guy who a lot of y'all went against, he's going to give you something to talk about every 3 days. He's going to post something goofy, duck lips. I consider it goofy. He's going to be interacting with the culture. He's way more visible. And it's so funny how people criticize him for the visibility, yet we all eat off the visibility. Pause. If a rapper goes ghost, you don't got nothing to talk about. What you going to talk about, a nigga album from 5 years ago? We actually, I've been so confused. So everybody in the media that went fuck Drake has now realized that the guy that they were saying fuck him for probably won't be seen till the Super Bowl. He gives you one video and pieces again. Won't be seen to the Super Bowl, and it's only so much you could keep talking about to say, hey, yeah, Not Like Us was such a great, such a great summer. Yeah, it's still number 1 this week. Perfect. But them niggas have ran out of content. They ran out of content. You know what the bigger story is? Drake persevering. Okay, whether you want to say one battle, lost the battle, you take your pick. Okay, well, what about his relationships with these other people? He has a really interesting relationship with 21. 21's the bridge to Metro. How does 21 navigate that? Well, him and Future's done a lot of stuff, and they moved around in the same circles historically. How do they play that? You get to realize as a podcaster, you end up talking about the nigga you hate a lot more than you talked about the guy you claimed you like. So then after a while, unless you're just going to have hate just written on your sleeves, you kind of become warmed up to it a little bit. And everybody who was, quoting the A minor shit, and don't that fuck y'all up a little bit? If y'all have deemed anybody, and this is not me, I'm just saying anybody who have deemed Drake as a pedophile, there should be no recourse. There should be no way you want to indulge in conversation about that person anymore, right? You shouldn't want to be cool with him. You shouldn't want to kick it with him. You shouldn't want to roll dice with him. You shouldn't want to make music with him. You shouldn't want to hear him sing the R&B songs to ladies. He might be on some Kelly shit if that's what you believe. But you've noticed, little by little, it's happening. I'm watching him. It's trickling back. Tick, 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 tick. I'm like, okay. Okay. I like this. Anyway. Word to the wise. And this is where I use the word good authority. I have some good authority that everybody's that's been left out in the cold. This is a blanket. Grab a sweater, okay? Just grab a sweater, okay? However, still, as a fan, I do wish certain things get patched up, and I do hope that Drake and Future eventually resolve their issues. You know? Maybe I'll try to get him on the phone. It did take 21 Savage to get me and Meek on the phone. Imagine if it took Big Act to get Future and Drake on the phone. That'd be a good one. Okay. Anyway, it ain't happened. All right, moving on. Okay, let's get into this Young Thug situation. I really wish I was here because this feels like an 8-hour stream, 10-hour stream if we were there live today. So much things to kind of like analyze and take into accountability. Or take into account, actually. Somebody said, "Stay out of it." Act with the Future and Drake shit. Yeah, no, of course I'm staying out of it. I'm just joking around. Nigga. What the hell? Listen, let me tell you this. What the hell do I? It ain't none of my business why two friends longer than I knew each party or knew Drake. Like, why the fuck would I jump in that? You think as a fan I care about them? Well, I do want them to make some new music, but whatever they beefing over, if they would throw it, like them being friends is worth hundreds of millions of dollars in collaborations, performing together, maybe going on tour together. If they don't want to get along, I gotta imagine that they have good reason, and it ain't for me to tell them when as grown-ass men, or even try to facilitate them as grown-ass men trying to squash or mend anything. And maybe Thug could be that person. I think Thug would probably, be that person if it's, But yeah. We'll see. Somebody said Drake house got shot at. A beef is never over. Future had nothing to do with that. That is not Future, brother. That is not Future at all. That's not Future. That is not Future. That's not Future. And again, I have speculative reasons why I think Future and Drake don't get along, but it's nothing confirmed. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even ask. I wouldn't even ask to be like, yeah, so tell me how y'all friendship of like over 10 years broke down. What the fuck? Somebody said, I don't know if Drake's house shooting had anything to do with Future. Yeah, I do. I hold on. The reason why I know it ain't over Future is because it's kind of like if you talk to the people who are in the know, they know where that came from. That wasn't Future, okay? So you eliminate him by the fact that he's not one of the people who you would be looking at, right? So yeah. Okay, we'll talk about Lucius.